This nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom.
Of freedom.
This nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom.
This nation, under God, the nation shall have a new birth of freedom.
Meaning.
Did you know about the payments?
Later on, I knew. Later on. But you have to understand, Ainsley, what he did, and they weren't taken out of campaign finance. That's a big thing. That's a much bigger thing. Did they come out of the campaign? They didn't come out of the campaign. They came from me, and I tweeted about it. You know, I don't know if you know, but I tweeted about the payments. But they didn't come out of campaign. In fact, my first question when I heard about it was, did they come out of the campaign? Because that could be a little dicey. And they didn't come out of the campaign, and that's big. But they weren't, it's not even a campaign violation.
They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen. He has been very threatening.
It's the job of a comedian to cross the line at all times, because that line is not real. And if you step out into that spotlight and you're doing the crazy things that he's doing, we're the last line of defense. And really, the comedians are the last voice of truth in this whole thing. It's impossible to get away from it. I had a dream the other night about that I was playing golf with Donald Trump, and I was standing beside him with a club in my hand, and I was, considering my options when I suddenly woke up. It was one of those dreams where you want to just get back to sleep so you can finish it.
A lot of trouble. As a comic, as a writer, as a comedian, as a performer, what do you think of that, and should people forgive her?
I see that everybody's a hypocrite because everybody's imagined themselves standing there with his head. You know what I mean? Maybe at least half the country. We're in a tough spot. It's a very, very divided world, and those on I guess you'd call it the left side. I just call it the sensible side. We're sitting there watching this nonsense happen, and people like Sean Spicer come out and talk about it like we're kindergartners, and covering for this president is like putting makeup on a melanoma.
In the aftermath of that terrible shooting, we came together, not as Republicans or Democrats, but as representatives of the people. But it is not enough to come together only in times of tragedy. Tonight, I call upon all of us to set aside our differences, to seek out common ground, and to summon the unity we need to deliver for the people. This is really the key. These are the people we were elected to serve.